Okay, so good evening, everyone. Good evening. Happy new month. I learned that one. I think, is it not COVID yet? Everybody started saying happy new month, something that we're not used to before. But I pray that your June will be a wonderful month for you. I think we'll just give a few minutes, maybe give it till maybe 5 minutes past, then we will start. My network is okay, is good now, so I don't want it to start playing out. But let's just give a few minutes. I'll just share my slide and then we'll give others. Please, but meanwhile, can we know where you're all joining us from? I'm in Port Harcourt. Please just say hello, put in the chat room. Where are you joining us from? Good evening, Ijoma. Good evening. Where are you joining us from? Okay, Dami from Abuja. You are welcome. You are welcome. Okay, somebody says she's from Warri. Auntie Faintola, good evening, ma. Vivian from Port Harcourt. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can, try and send a reminder to your friends. Judy from Lagos, Chini from Enugu, fantastic. Chidimma from Abuja, you're all welcome. Maybe you should just send a message and remind your guests and your team members too. I believe that even the meeting is good for even those of us that are already in the business. Part of the reason why I attend business opportunity presentations is also to know how else to present what I've been presenting. Okay, thank you, everyone. Yes, Ruth from Port Harcourt, Marianne from Lagos. Wonderful, wonderful. We're all welcome. Faith from Ogun State. Welcome, welcome. I won't waste much of your time. We're going to begin like 5 minutes past. So have you sent out that reminder or those reminders to your team members, to your guests? Let them know that the meeting has started. And I can promise you, you're going to learn something new today. I learned something even as I was doing a refresher for the presentation. I learned something new, and I believe you're going to learn something new today. So send those reminders out, send them out, send them out. It would definitely be time well spent. That's what I can show you. Okay, I don't know, Latona is raising hand. I don't know whether it's a mistake, but please, let's keep our questions to the end of the presentation. Okay, so we're going to start right away. My name is Ukamaka Nsugbe. I want to introduce myself. I'm a pastor, I'm an architect, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a wellness coach. I'm also a wife and a mom, okay? And I've been in this business since 2008. That means I've been in this business for 16 years. And anytime I think about it, it's like, has that much time passed? But that's it. They said time flies when you're having fun. Okay. Okay, so like I said, Latona, your hand is still raised. Maybe you can bring it down. All right, so I want to just flow with me this evening. And look at this picture. I don't know whether it kind of shows you, but this was me many years ago, where you have an inflow. I've never had a salary because I've never had a paid job. One of the things that I told myself when I was in school was that I wasn't going to apply for any job. So I've never applied for a job. I finished my master's in 1996. 1990, what am I saying? 1990. 1994, I finished my master's, and I've never applied for a job because I never wanted to work with anybody. I wanted to have my own time. I felt I could do it all. So, but whether you have a full-time job or you have an income from maybe your own personal business, I believe that maybe this might look like you. You have an income coming, but the things grappling for that income, there are so many. So whether it's a salary or profit from a particular business, but as soon as that money comes in, house rent, whether it's a monthly one or you break it into once a year, whether it's transportation, you can imagine for those of us in Nigeria, the cost of fuel now, you're looking at your mobile subscriptions, gas, fuel, kerosene, whatever it is you use, school fees, utility bill, food, clothing, and then other things. We're not even talking about building a house, having a car, helping the family, whatever it. These are just basic necessities. And you find out that for most people, the income they have on a monthly basis is never enough. It's never enough. But the issue is now, okay, this income is not enough. But thank you, Eunice, from Port Harcourt. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Okay, so now you're looking at the income I have. It's not enough. But the question becomes, what am I doing about it? You know, some people, they look for promotion. They look for a way to increase that profit. So it's not as if they don't want. Some of us are praying about it. We're praying that the money will increase. We're praying that my uncle or that my auntie or that my friend that has entered politics will remember me and give me a position or give me a contract. You know, we're actually dreaming of something happening to change our circumstance, but those things are not definite. There are things we're hoping will happen, but maybe they haven't quite happened. But there's something Warren Buffett said. He said something. It's not so much of me waiting for somebody else to help me do anything. He said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. In fact, the first day I saw this, it's as if something hit me. If I don't find a way to make money while I sleep, then I'm going to work until I die. And when you think about it, there are a lot of people in this position. They are working and they work till they die. Check some people who have retired from the work they did for 40 years, or maybe the business they did for 40 years. After retiring, they don't truly retire. They retire and find something else to do. Whether it's from civil service or from a company. I have a lot of people that retired from IOCs, all right? And then they are paid off. They start something else. They look for another job. They look, people don't, it's as if it's never enough. So Warren Buffett, he made that statement, and that's very true. You and I must be people who aspire to have a source of income, what we call passive income. That money that keeps coming long after my personal effort has ceased. This is the true reason why I joined this business. I joined this business because I was looking for what we call residual income. So I want to talk to you today about becoming an entrepreneur. So if you're in this position where the income you have, so many things are grappling with it. So many things are grappling for it. And then for some of us, we have maybe a wife, and then you say your husband is bringing in all the money. Believe you me, if your husband is paying all the bills, or if you're a man here and your wife is doing all of that, you lose respect, you lose your voice. Once you're not a contributor to your home in any form, whether it is even to your extended family, once you are not a contributor, you lose your voice, you lose your respect. So even if you say your income is okay to pay all your bills, but that income is not enough to be a blessing to somebody else, to be of value to your church, to be of value to your family, you still lose your voice. You still lose it. So let's look at 8 income streams. I'm sure we've heard a lot about multiple streams of income. Some people actually have multiple streams, but they have still not hit the one Warren Buffett is talking about. Now let's look at 8 income streams. Number 1 is earned income. So that income that comes from working on a job, maybe having a salaried work. Then you have profit income, the income that comes from buying and selling. So you find out that most people fall under number 1 and number 2. Either they are business people, they are buying and selling, they own a small shop and a small office, they are doing business, rendering a service and getting paid. If you own a laundry, yes, you're not really buying product, but you are rendering a service and they're paying you, okay? So that's profit income. Then you have interest income, income that comes from lending money. You know, some people have, maybe they inherited some money, while some other people is that maybe the kind of work they do, they've been able to save up some money for a while. And for them, this is an additional income. They loan it. They're not banks. Some of them eventually evolve to microfinance banks or to banks. But some people, they are making money from loaning their money. They might not make it like an institution, but you're somewhere sitting, you have XYZ money, you have somebody you give it to, and you make some profit. That's interest income. Then you have the residual income. He said, when you continue to get paid after the work is done. And that is what Warren Buffett is talking about, where I am not actively doing anything, but it is money coming in from what I did before. Okay? Then you have dividend income. When you own stocks, when you own shares, you own something that is producing. Then you have rental income, income from renting a house. Some people, the first income they have, they go and build a house that only them will live. And maybe the house is 5 bedroom, 8 bedroom, you know, this kind of house that it will take everybody to be around before the house is truly occupied. Before now, we're living in a 6-bedroom house. But then the 3 children are in university. My husband had to look at it. He said, Miami, you are not, we can't stay in this big house. I know some people like the big houses, but it doesn't make any sense. Well, for me personally, I'm an architect, quite well. For me personally, you can only sleep on one side of the bed. You can't even sleep on your whole bed. So when you have a house that is so big, you're underutilizing the house. Any house that is underutilized, you start seeing, you can have cracked walls. You can, in fact, a house needs oxygen for the house not to start depreciating. And that's why when you have a property that nobody is living in, what happens? The house starts to depreciate. From the roof, termites. And that's why there's something called, you know, if somebody goes to, if you have a property and somebody goes to start living in your property, you know, when you have squatters in your property, I hope you know that landlord protects them. You can't just eject them out of your house. In case you don't know that, better know that. Because the law it will even tell you that those people that are squatting in your property, they are protecting your property. Because without somebody in a property breathing in oxygen, breathing in, out, breathing out, that house will start to depreciate. So also when you have a house that is 4 bedroom, 6 bedroom, 10 bedroom, and you're only one person, or you're only 2 people, you have those unoccupied rooms that before you know it, they also start to depreciate. So I always believe in, even if you must invest in property, invest in rental property, invest in something that you can rent out, whether you break it up another, but that's topic for another day. Okay, but that's another source of income, where you have income from rent. Then you have capital gains, assets increasing in value. When you have assets that maybe, for instance, if you have landed property, if you even have rental income, if you have any property that appreciates in value, cars are not that. Cars are not assets. Okay, so you need to be able to look at yourself and say, okay, what are those assets I can have that will increase in value so that when I need it, in fact, let me tell you the truth, instead of investing in cars, you can even invest in gold. Gold appreciates in value. Okay, it's just that at some point, how you protect it and all about how you sell it. But you know what? Even people can sell gold and they melt it. It's even more interesting to have that than to be buying cars up and down, or be doing something that it doesn't appreciate. Then you have royalty income, income that comes from others using your idea. For instance, we're using Zoom, we're using a Facebook, we're using Instagram. Those people are making money, you know, from royalty income. It's their idea that has come out and money is being made from it. So you need to look at, these are 8 sources, 8 income streams. And the question becomes, how many of these income streams are you benefiting from? You can't be benefiting from only one source of income. Those days are gone. They are totally gone. And then even in a home, you shouldn't have only one source of income in a home. So many things are happening. So many things are happening. Nobody is wishing anybody to die, anybody to be sick, anybody to be whatever. But it's too much of a risk to have one source of income in a home. Too much of a risk. All right, so 2024, what would you like your life to look like? I've given you some little bit of information before we continue. What would you want your life to look like? I don't know what it looks like right now, but this is already June, the 6th month of 2024. Now, between now and December, what would you like to change about your life? It's always very important to have a vision or to have a goal. When you don't have a goal, you don't have something that you have put in front of you and you have not given it a time frame, it's only a wish. And you find out that when you don't itemize, when you don't plan, when you don't put things on paper, before you know it, the year is gone, the months are gone, the years are gone. Let me not even say the year. If you're somebody who always wishes, you plan, okay, it will happen, I wish this will happen, I pray about it, but you don't put goals down. Goals are very important. Short-term goals, immediate goals, long-term goals, always put them down. So look at this image and decide, I don't know whether already you have a goal. If you have a goal, fantastic. What do you do by the 6 months of the year? You do a review. January up till now, towards this my goal, what have I done so far? Do I adjust it? Do I adjust my plan? What exactly do I need to do? Some people for this year, what they set out to achieve this year, they've already achieved it. So what do you do from now? You have to give yourself another target, give yourself another goal. If not, the year will come and pass. So always have something in your front. Whether it's that you want to have more time for your family, more time for yourself. You know, time for yourself is a very good one. Maybe you want to travel, you want to see the world, you want to leave a legacy, yeah? You want to find a way to have a stress-free life. Well, now I can actually say you want to find a way to manage stress. Stress comes to everybody. You want extra income, a new home, debt-free, personal development, school fees, stability, pension, whatever it is, always have something that you are working at every given time. Now, when you have a goal or when you set out in life to change your life, to change your life, see, entrepreneurship is the best way to go. When you are the one in control of what you want and how you get there. You can't sit down and have this lofty plan of how you want to do this, how you want to do that, how you want to do that, and you're not in control of your finances. You're not in control of your speed of achieving. You can't come and tell your boss, I think I've been here for a long time. I think I've worked with you for 10 years. I think it's now time for me to have this. You can't do that. You can't do, in fact, that's tantamount to telling you that you want to be sacked. You can't tell your boss that I've been at this level for too long. I believe that now I need to move to the next one. It doesn't go that way either. So entrepreneurship is living a few years of your life like most people won't, so that you can spend the rest of your life like most people can't. That means you take that decision that, see, this is how I want my life to be, maybe in the next 5 years, in the next 6 years, in the next 10 years. And I need to do so and so right now, so that later on I can live this life I want. You will find that most entrepreneurs, they are living lives that their mates they can't live them. They can't live it. I went for a presentation to an office. Somebody invited me for a health talk. And I went there. And when I went there, I really didn't know that I had 3 of my classmates working in that company. Now, this company is another of our schoolmates that studied engineering that owns the company. He didn't study architecture. And he wasn't our classmate. I think it was like 2 or 3 years our senior. But he established a company. I want to explain something to you. So now this guy is an entrepreneur. He has started his own company. Okay? If you don't make your life plan, believe you me, you're going to fall into another person's plan. So I now walked into this office to come and do a health talk because they invited me for their safety day. And as I walked into the office, I saw 3 of my classmates. They did not look like my classmates. One had a pot belly. 3 of them had gray hair. In fact, when they saw me, they could not recognize me. At the end, throughout the presentation, they were just staring at me like this. At the end of the meeting, they said, come here, what are you doing? In fact, they could not, you can't look at me and them and say we're anyway classmates. But even after they asked me, what can I do? What can they do? What can they do? By the time I told them what they can do, did they decide to do it? Not yet. Because somehow when people have started working, it's as if they have this paradigm. It's like a paradigm paralysis. This is the way they think it can happen. So unless they have a paradigm shift, nothing is going to change. So for you and I that are online right now, I want to applaud you for even listening into this presentation, because a lot of people won't even listen. They have a mind block. Something has blocked somewhere. But entrepreneurship is the way everybody should go. Indeed, we need to teach our children entrepreneurship. And that's why you notice now that in university, they've included it as a course. Even in JAM, in WAEC, they are taking, sorry, in WAEC, they're taking it. Your children must take an entrepreneurship course. Because they've realized that most children are that far of go to school, get a good degree, get a job, is no longer working. You have a lot of people that have become dependents. You have parents that they finish training their children in school, their children are out of school, and they are living with them in the house, and the cycle is there. So you and I must understand what entrepreneurship is, and we should start training our children. Whether they get a job or not, I'm not saying getting a job is wrong, but even if they get a job, they should see it as something that is time-bound. Everybody should have an entrepreneurship mindset. That is where the world is. And if you have an entrepreneurship mindset, then personal development becomes paramount, even for your children. Why I'm saying it is that I don't think any of us wants to retire and have our children as dependents, because you could say, I've built a retirement income, I've built a residual income, and then you end up having children that are dependent on you. You will not like it. It's not a good sight. I've seen parents that are like that, and it's not a good thing at all. So personal development should become one of the major things that you aspire for. That means no matter the level you are, you desire to become better. Personal development, there's no peak to it. There's no peak to it. You don't get to a point where you say, I've personally developed, right? No way. It's a continuous journey. And once you're somebody who does that, you find out that you will always encourage those around you to do the same thing. Brian Tracy said something. He said, personal development is a major time saver. So if I allow myself to keep upgrading, keep making sure, I'm upskilling, then scaling over in anything, it becomes easy. The same thing for your kids. So personal development is something that we should always encourage. He said it's a major time saver. The better you become, the less time it takes you to achieve your goals. Some of us, we've been wondering, how come this goal I wanted to achieve in 5 years is taking me 10 years? I've not yet gotten there. The truth of the matter is this: for you and I to get another result from what we're getting, personal development becomes it. If I can work on myself, then I get better. Once I get better, some things I did before, I will do them better. And if I do them better, I'll get a different result. So that means if I'm somebody who is always aspiring for personal development, then change will not be something I'm scared about. And when we talk about personal development, at every stage in life, there's always a new and there's always an old. So right now, when we look at the way the world is, for us, for our children, old versus new, traditional is 9 to 5 in an office. You teach your child, go to school, I want you to study a professional course. Nowadays, you don't even get to choose. You shouldn't even choose a course for your child, because your child is the one going to leave it. You can guide them. You are supposed to train up a child in the way they should go. Guide. Well, you shouldn't be the one to tell them this is what you must do. And if you notice your child is gearing up for the 9 to 5, I'm also not saying you should run it down either. Tell the best, get the best degree you can get that job, or keep thinking about what you want to become. You don't want your child to come and work for somebody else for 40 years. Some people have worked 40 years, given their youth, given everything about them. At the end of the 40 years, they're just laid off. Or even if they are paid off, how much are they paid? And one of the worst things that can happen to a lot of people is where they have just been zoned into an office. They don't know any other thing. They just know that particular job they are doing. Because see, 9 to 5 jobs, they're very restrictive. If you're not somebody who is very deliberate about working on your mind, you will be trained to do a job and you're being paid for that job, but you won't know any other thing. So the minute you let go of that job, whether you let go of it or the job lets go of you, when you step out into the world, you become a novice. You can't even function. Even if they give you a pot of money, but you have been somewhere for 40 years doing something, learning only that thing, learning things around that thing, and then they give you a whole lot of money. You find out that money can't even help you. And that's why you find a lot of people that when they retire, they give them quite some money. They end up looking for somewhere to invest, and they invest in scammers because they don't even know what to do with that money. So as much as people are in the 9 to 5, please, we're encouraging everybody to look at something else. That's what we're driving. Look at a side income. Look at something else beside what you are doing. Nobody invited you here to say, stop what you're doing. No, we're trying to, enlighten ourselves, open our minds to see that the world is not that rigid. It's not that restrictive to one tunnel. We have to be able to open to see the other things all around us. Forbes says this. He said, when you receive paychecks from different sources, it allows you to take more chances in your regular career. More income means more options. Okay? So if you're in a 9 to 5 job, we're not saying leave it, but we're saying create other options where you have some income. The more income options you have, the more you can take some chances. Some people that have regular job, they are just tied to this. I have someone very close to me that he was working he was working in Shell. But while he was working there, my God, business. He had a lot of threats and a lot of things. But you know what? By the time Shell was selling off, he was already settled in his business. While some other people at the same time were being Shell sold off, and he will probably pay those people more money. He is better off than them. Because right from when he was working, he had already started creating some little pockets of things for himself. As long as you don't do anything and you declare it, okay? Please remember that if you're working in an office, you have to declare your asset, declare whatever it is that you are doing, and don't break the rules. All right, so now how do you build your passive income? Because when you have passive income, when you have extra income, you can have more options. Then when you build passive income is where your money is working for you, and that's something you have built is building even when you have stopped working. Okay, so you can now live your life and enjoy your life. All right, so your 9 to 5 income fuels your side hustle. So if you have a 9 to 5 job, nobody's saying leave it, but find a way to start some things. Just maybe 1 hour a day, 30 minutes a day, be able to give it some time that does not in any way conflict with what you're being paid for. I always believe that if you're working for somebody, 9 to 5, you have been paid. So please, we're not telling you to go and be a truant in your job. No, that 9 to 5 is paid for. Find another pocket of time. It's not easy, but whether it's 30 minutes here, during your lunch, 30 minutes when you come home, find another time to fuel a side hustle. And the easiest side hustle you can fuel when you already have a 9 to 5 is something online. Okay? Then your side hustle will begin to fuel your investments. Most people, when they have a salaried income, they find out that somehow their whole income goes to paying bills. And bills are reasonable things. School fees is a bill. So if you find out that your job is already taking care of your basic necessities, okay? Now, if that job ceases, there's a problem. So what you do is that while you still have that job, and that job, your 9 to 5 can even be a salaried work. Your 9 to 5 can be your personal business. It can be that you are what they call them, sole proprietor, or sole, you own your own, you're self-employed. Is your 9 to 5. It's paying your bills, but you need to find a way to fuel something else. That your side hustle, begin to look out for investments. Find somebody that will advise you what kind of investments should you have. Please don't go and invest in scammers. Don't go and look for a network where they tell you don't have to do anything, just bring money, MMM, MBA. There are so many of them. They're even a lot of money. Business now, they tell you it's Bitcoin, is this one coin. I don't know. Just be very careful. Because a lot of people are sunken in money in those things, and those monies have disappeared. Anything that you're putting in money and you can't hold a tangible asset, you can't hold a product, is a scam. When they get enough money, we're not talking about, there are differences between network marketing companies and then pyramid schemes. They are different things, okay? There are also Ponzi schemes. You have to know the difference. Then your investments replaces your 9 to 5. Gradually, when you are now really, you build proper investments, your 9 to 5, you can walk away from it without even a second thought. without a second thought. So when we're saying from your 9 to 5, invest in a side hustle. There's no downside to a side hustle. Some people feel that I'm taking too much of a risk. Now, if your side hustle is something that is a risk you're doing, then think about it again. But genuine side hustles of you learning a skill, learning something else, there is no risk. There's no downside to it. Even if that side hustle does not work, you would have become a better person. You would have learned some things in the process of doing it. Okay? There are only benefits to building more than one source of income. A side hustle is the new job security. That's what is going on all over the world. In fact, COVID hit many people that they realized that their side hustle became their mainstay. A side hustle is any type of employment undertaken in addition to one's full-time job. So employment could be you employing yourself. You're doing something. Some people are doing, they become lesson teachers. A side hustle is a side, something extra you're doing to add to your primary source of income. It allows you flexibility to pursue what you are most interested in and care about without quitting your day job, okay? So what are the benefits of a side hustle? One, you earn more money. You diversify your income because you can now have that your primary income for spending, for paying things, while the side income begins to fuel your investments, all right? You can now begin to pursue your passion. If you've always loved photography, if there are things you've always loved to do, but you don't have the money to be able to pursue it. If you're somebody who loves to travel, you can do that. Even if you have a job, during your vacation time, you can use it to do those things that you really love doing. A side hustle can become full-time. For me, as an architect, I practiced architecture fully for 14 years, primarily nothing else. And then I had to find a way to add something. The income from it wasn't okay. When I started Forever, I started it as a side income. But when there was a shift and it became my full-time and architecture became my side time, I didn't even know. I didn't know. Right now, I've just finished an architectural job. So it's not as if I don't have jobs. I just finished one, but it's now a side hustle. And it's still good because I love the practice. But right now, it's not what is paying the major bills. It allows you to help other people. Remember, I said, if you have an income that all it does is takes care of your own needs, you don't have any extra. A side income can allow you to help people. It can help you even employ people. You can become an employer of labor. You can transition into another field, increase skills, and become more well-rounded. You become a more better humane person. There's some people that are working, they can't relate. They can't relate with people. When you start doing a side hustle and start learning other skills, you can help more people than you can even think about. Okay, so another quote from Forbes. He said, only a handful of companies understand that all successful business operations come down to 3 basic principles: people, product, and profit. All right, I'm noticing another hand raised. Noye, please, every question, keep it for the end. Just write it down, okay? So if you have a business that does not involve people, does not include a product, does not include profit, then it's not a genuine business. So whoever tells you come and join a network and they have only people and tell you profit, there's no product, is a scam. I'm telling you, I've done, Forever is my 6th network. I had done 5 before Forever. Quote me. I always say it, when you join a network that has no product, it has a time frame. Once that company gets what they want, the network would disappear. And usually I give them 2 years. 2 years, they will sing their song. They will make a lot of noise. Some of them reach 3 years. I don't know how many of them have lasted 5 years. They disappear. And when they disappear, you're the one in trouble because you have connected your social capital to these companies. Because when they come, the real product of a network is people. Every network is looking for people. So when you connect your people to a network and that network disappears, guess who has to suffer the backlash? It's you. It affects your credibility. It spoils your relationships, family relationship, friend relationship. In fact, it's something that affects. So there's no point just getting involved in something because they tell you you're going to make a lot of money. Be very careful with whatever it is you're getting involved. If there is no product, run for your life. Run. Let's look at the Forever business. No registration fee, all right? We'll explain that flexibility of startup. You can start small, you can start big. It depends on you. We have a company policy. You can start, some people that say, okay, I don't have the money to start with the 2cc. They can start with the minimum and build it up. I have a manager in my team that started with 10,000 naira a couple of years back. And she still became manager in 3 months. So it's not, I always believe that it's not so much of how you start, is the zeal, is the mind with which you start, is how hungry you are. So it's flexible, and I love that about it. They don't tell you it must be this. That means it knocks off some people, all right? You have full training, team support, proven system that works. Like what we're doing now is part of the team support. You don't know what to say. Get them into a meeting where somebody has been there long enough to be able to say the right thing. No staff, no stock, no premises required, okay? You can build it from the comfort of your home. Then our company pays you on the retail turnover of your team, not just your personnel, but from your entire team. We have fabulous incentive programs. It pays part of our turnover as chairman's bonus. We've never missed a bonus a bonus payment in the past 46 years. I've been in the company for 16 years. Not once have I not been paid my bonus. From the day I started, April 28, 2008, that is even 2 days to the end of the month, I earned bonus that month. I still remember my bonus, very funny income, but I didn't care. I think that month I earned 8,000 something naira. In fact, that was not even my interest. I never looked at where I was starting from. I was always focused on where I was going to. The next month, it increased a little bit. The next month, by third month, it was something as it had reached 100 and something. But I was still not looking at all of that. I knew where I was going. So it's always very important to have an idea of where you are going. We have local, national, global opportunities. We have multiple streams of income. And in Forever, you have that royalty income and legacy business that people are looking for everywhere. You have it all in this company. So flow with me. Who are we? Forever is a family-owned company, and it's been run for 46 years. It's an American company, but we have branches in 160 countries. This office you're looking at here is our office in Lagos, okay? And I used to say several years ago, thinking that maybe another network would take me up on the challenge. I said, Forever is the only network in Nigeria that has its own property in Nigeria. And I've said this since I started this business, and I keep saying that no other network has challenged us. And why was this very important to me? I told you I'd done 6 networks, and it's not as if I failed in any of them. Every one of them, in fact, there's only one. When I saw their products in a polythene bag, black polythene bag, for those of you that did the network, you will know, I don't want to call any network's name. Once they brought that polythene bag and I saw masking tape, they taped it on the polythene bag and wrote my name. Once I picked that product, I said, this is the last. The packaging totally put me off. But the other 4 networks I did, I got to the top. Whatever it is they say is the top, I got there. Okay? But the problem I had was 3 of them, I got to the top and there was nothing else. It's like where you say time out or whatever. 2 out of those 3, I picked the car. 1, I picked a car. Nobody else picked. The network collapsed. The other one, I picked a car. They told me to pick it. I said, no, I'm going to wait for the next batch of people. When those people picked, the network collapsed. And this was all affecting my credibility. But the other one that stays, an American company, I did very well there. I was in the car plan. I qualified for their car twice, but they didn't give me the physical car. They said they are not registered in Nigeria. I qualified to go to Dallas twice. They would just write and say, congratulations, Joy. You've qualified to be in Dallas. See you in Dallas. How I'm going to get to Dallas, I don't know. Okay, so I've experienced companies that were not registered in Nigeria. The card, they wouldn't give you the card because it's not registered here. So they will give you cash over time. But when I found out that Forever owns a property in Nigeria, for me, that was the cocoa. I had gotten, it had given me what I'd been looking for. My slide, the other, I'm using 2 devices. So one, the network has taught, so just continue with me as I continue my training. When it comes up, we'll continue. Okay, so it's cash rich and it's debt free. It's a multi-billion-dollar company. Okay. Let me continue my presentation. Is it back? All right, so what's our Forever mission? Living the Forever mission. I'm trying to get this one back online. Bear with me because I need my slide to still be running. Okay. Let me try and use this one that the network is okay to see if I can. Even though I didn't want to use two devices with one network. I wanted to use two different networks. Let me log out of one. Okay, so that's it. Okay. Sincere apologies. I don't know, the day I'll do training and nothing happens to my network, I'll do dance that day, Port Harcourt. All right. Okay. I'm sure you're okay. So our mission as a company is look and feel 30 when you were 50 years. Very important. The company wants you to be healthy. The company wants you to feel it, look it, and enjoy being healthy. Prefer a solution to the biggest disease in the world globally, which is an empty wallet. This is what Forever is all about. You getting healthy, you making some money, and then living life on your own terms. Nobody dictates that freedom, that total freedom that people are looking for. That's what the company wants each and every one of us to have. Okay, so my own personal journey, when I started the business, I was hypertensive. Let me not bore you with all of that, but using the products, maintaining a healthy lifestyle over time. I'm no longer hypertensive. But another thing that happened for me is that I lost the age. As I was using the products, I started looking younger. That's why I told you that when I went for that training, my classmates couldn't recognize me. And I found out that over the years, as long as I'm using the products, it's just carrying on. I might gain weight today, and then I know what to do to lose it. But it's what you call graceful aging, being healthy. There's nothing like good health. There's nothing like good health. So it's important that as you're part of this business, you understand what the company stands for. Now, what is it that makes up for the global success of Forever? Number one is supplying products directly to the consumer. Okay? So when you're part of the business, the company wants you to get products and make sure that those products end up to the consumer. What is your own part? What are the products? We have products for everyday healthy living. I think, which day did I talk to somebody? It's what when we came into the business, they told us shop where you earn. Those things that you are already using, your bathing soap, your body cream, your roll-on, buy it from a company that you will be able to earn money, but you stay healthy, but you're making money in the process. So supply those products directly to the consumer. Then try and build a business. For those of us that want to build business, look for home-based business owners like you. They must own shops. That's the power of what we're doing. I use products, then I share the products, and I build a business around it. Show the potential business, okay? That of whatever, show whatever it is that Forever has to offer. And that's why trainings like this are available. So if you have somebody, you don't even know what to say to that person. Look out for the Zoom link. Every Sunday, we have a business opportunity presentation like this. Whoever sponsored you, they might be able to do one-on-one for you. That's fantastic. But once you're part of the company, then you can find a way to plug in your people into all the trainings available as a company. I want us to look at, I love quotes. I told people I read a lot. This is Stephen Covey. He said, in my 40 years of working with people all over the world, I've been so impressed with individuals who are doing network marketing. He said, these are passionate people working with companies that have products or services that help real human needs. Our company, we have products, we have services that are helping people with real human needs. We're here to help people. Okay? They're excited about their future and the possibility of having more freedom, both of time and finances. They are individuals who want balance in their life. So can you imagine how he's defining network marketers? People that want balance in their life. They are willing to work hard. So please, we're not in a get-rich-quick scheme. No, absolutely not. We're not in a business where you just throw in money and expect the money to produce. No, we are hard workers. But, you know, the hard work is exactly what I'm doing now. Talking to you. We're not going to the farm. We're not doing anything, you know. It's something that you are working hard, but it's more of working smart. But you have to be passionate about going out there to look for real human needs and meeting those needs. Stephen Covey also said something. He said, everyone who gets involved in network marketing starts on a level playing field. This is another thing I love about business. Every one of us, whether you're a professor, whether you're a doctor, whether you didn't go to school, all of us, you know, we are on the same level playing field. You're not judged by your age as long as you're up to 18 years. Whether you are older than that or not, it really doesn't matter. You're not judged by your background. You're not judged by your race, education, or financial condition. Every one of us, we sign up in this business. We are all, either we start out as preferred customers or we're all forever business owners. In fact, our title in the business is forever business owners. It doesn't matter where you're coming from. And as you help lift up others to higher levels, the industry rewards you. This is an amazing business where you get rewarded for helping people. He said something, he said it's an inspiring business model indeed. You know, we started by talking about entrepreneurship. This is the fastest way to become an entrepreneur. Network marketing, it has come of age. If it was before, when you're doing network marketing, you'd be a bit apologetic. No more. It has come of age. He said it's undeniable that it has become a way to entrepreneurship and independence for millions of people, of which I am one of them. I'm one, in fact, I always call myself an excited and grateful forever business owner. What are the benefits of network marketing with Forever? They are endless. But these are just the top 10 I can think of. There is even more than this. More than this. You work your own schedule. Okay, I've worked my business from the home. I've built my business for the past 16 years from my home majorly. I have an office, I have a shop, but I work more from the house. I plan how many hours I spend anywhere. I work from anywhere. You can do it anywhere. Minimal overheads. You're building your own dream. I'm building my own dream, not the dream of any other person. You have international possibilities too. You can build and earn globally. Your own personal growth, very important. Financial freedom, excellent health, travel around the world, and your business is willable. Your business can be transferred to your children or to whoever you want to transfer to. Okay, these are the top 10 I can think about. What are the benefits of Alo? Remember, we're looking at any business that will help people. We have products that help people. We have products that help, say it helps support your immune system. It's great for shining, glowing skin. I showed you that I've lost the age as I've been using the products. It's good for your digestive health. We're here, we know that death begins in the colon. Our major product takes care of anything that has to do with your gastrointestinal health. Then it promotes health and well-being. All right, another quote from Forbes. He said, the best time to join a company is when they're in the midst of a global expansion or a new product launch. That means for us as a company, it's always the best time. Every single year, the company releases new products. Okay, so who are your customers? You might be saying, oh, okay, I've heard all of this. Who are those people that I'm going to be serving? Everyone is your customer. We have products that attend to needs of adults, children, youth, married women, pregnant women, babies, products for everybody. And the products that we have are products that people are looking for. Since COVID, it has become more glaring. But before COVID, people were looking for immune boost supporting supplements, but that is more glaring. Vitamin D, during COVID, people were looking for it anywhere. Our product, one product called Immune Blend sold. I sold it like anyhow when it was available. So we have products that people are looking for. People are looking for skincare. The skincare market is huge. Aloe vera market is huge. So for you now, everybody is a customer, including yourself. So what do? First of all, we become our own best customer. You don't start with customers outside, you start with yourself. Use this product. When you use it, you have personal testimonials. That's why I've told you my own testimony. I did a little video. They said I did a video, and some I'm getting so much engagement. I'm even surprised just because I shared my personal testimony. So talk about the benefits of the products, the benefits of your experience with the company. Build a team, coach your team. You have people who are ready to work with you, okay? What is your business potential? You have opportunity to earn monthly. If you're just promoting products, you can earn money. If you're buying, promoting the products, using the products, telling people about the benefits, you make money. You can make money. And thank God for these days of social media. You can do quite a bit online. Okay, then if you're a business leader, if you're helping other people build, your income increases. If you now have other leaders, you're also developing, income also increases. So we have a career path if you should choose to build a career with the business, okay? We have trainings on Saturdays, talking to you about how to build your business. We have one that is going to come up on Tuesday. If you're already part of our business, come join us on Tuesday and learn. You always look out for, if you're not on any of our training platforms or announcement platforms, you can send a message, post your name. I think Kelechi is online. We'll get you, if you're already in the business, so please, then you get on board on any of our platforms so you can get information. Now, if you're just about to start, you're going to connect with the person who invited you. Start your business first. The minute you start your business, we'll plug you into the system so that you can get appropriate trainings and know how to grow your business. All right? And then this business is full of real people. This is just a sample that we're not talking about a pie in the sky or something unreal. We are real. These are human beings, men, women, young, old. There's no barrier to your age. We've already mentioned the religion, income. Everybody is free to build this business. Build it at your pace, achieve what you want. What are those benefits that you have? We have opportunity to earn global income, travel around the world. You can work and earn income for a car. For me, I think about 8 times now for car, yes, but I picked 3 physically, and those are the 3 cars. But traveling all over the world, that was never really in my program when I joined the business. Traveling was never really in it. But right now, I like it. I like it. Because somehow, being part of Forever, I traveled before Forever, but traveling with Forever is a different thing altogether. So we have 2 travel incentives running concurrently right now. We have a trip to Paris next year. By April, we'll be going. So it's already running. But even though this is June, please, you can start. Anything can happen. And there are even different levels. So even if you don't hit the highest, you will hit something. Work on a target. And if you're working on the trip, your income increases. You're going to learn more. You're going to grow as a person. You're going to grow your business. So it's always good to pursue something. Then there's another incentive that just started in May. You have almost a whole year to work on going to Thailand, Phuket, okay? So I just wanted to show you some of the places that Forever is interested in or has taken us to. Forever will always look for the best destinations in the world to take you to. Best ones. So I went to Google top 10 places to visit in the world, and the first 2, okay, Forever has actually gone to Paris before, but this is another time we're going there next year. this year we were in India, and they say Taj Mahal is the second best place to go and see in the world. And over the years, we have traveled. We have India went to. I always say it, and I say it because I'm grateful and I'm excited. The India we just came back from is my number 33 all expense paid trip since I joined Forever. So you can imagine that what I joined the business for is different, but what I'm enjoying, that's why I said, if you're pursuing a target, there are other things you enjoy. Okay, one of the first things that changed for me, I showed it here, and I'm sitting on that chair, where Rex, this is the founder of a company. He said, look, this is your company. This is the owner of a company, or he's the one that founded it. He said, this is your company. Build this business as a legacy for your children. You know, so you're part of a company that is not about them anymore. It's about us. It's about every one of us. Build a business. You can give it your time. Don't be scared. Don't think you're taking a risk. For me, joining Forever is, I call it no risk. Because first of all, you didn't pay any registration fee. You bought products that you use. No matter what, the products are good. In fact, I have somebody that was telling me, oh, what if I buy these products and nobody uses them? Let me tell you what I told the person. I said, look, buy the products. If nobody asks you about the product, nobody buys it. I said, use it. Drink it, swallow it, rub it, bath it. Quote me, if you use a combo, finish it. Give yourself 3 weeks of using our products. Those people you were planning to sell to, they are the ones that will call you and say what is going on with you. Because your skin will change. Something about you will change. Sometimes we're looking for customers in the wrong way. We're looking to carry products and begin to pursue them. No way. Let nobody do, use it. Get healthy. What's wrong with that? If you can get healthy, that's good health, that joy, that excitement, people want to know what you're doing. So there is no risk involved in our business. There are only benefits for being a part of our business. Only benefits. And if you build this business and you give it the passion it deserves, you will attract the attention of the right people, both of your external customers and your internal customers. And I love the thing about this business, that there's nobody who thinks they are too big. Everybody we're just one family. We're just one family. It's a business that will help you get closer to your own family, get closer to your business as your team members, as your business family, get closer to every other person in the business. And then the owners of the company, you are part of the entire establishment. It's a family business. So how do you get started with Forever? It's a global business license in 160 countries, like I told you. So the minute you start, if you can start with what we call that start your journey pack, the minute you start with it, the next purchase, you get 30% off and above as you build your business. You can do your business online. You can do it offline, okay? Now, but the beautiful thing is that the minute you fill out that form, you get an ID, it immediately gives you your own personal website. So should you say, I don't even know who to talk to, I don't know who to meet, come and learn on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, 12 to 1. Come and learn how to find business online. You don't even have to go into the street and start looking for anybody. We have platforms to teach you what to do, okay? So you join the business and you get your own personal business coach. You get the company supporting you. What's next? If you're excited about starting your Forever business, Forever journey, talk to the person who invited you to look at this presentation, get your questions answered. You can ask me some now, depending on how many minutes we have. But after that, call the person that invited you. Ask questions. If the person can't answer you, the person knows who to meet to answer. So in closing, I want to say that the products in our business, they will improve your health. That's why I said there is no risk involved, okay? And then the business in our products will change your lifestyle. Just note that when you're part of us, it can only be a plus. Your health will improve, your lifestyle will change, okay? And again, I say sometimes the smallest step in the right direction ends up being the biggest step of your life. I said, tiptoe if you must, but take that step. Don't be one of those people that just decides, oh, okay, yes, I'm going to do it. I'm thinking about it. And every day you're just revving that car, revving that car, revving that car. Just start. Just start. Thank you very much. I hope I'm looking at my time. Okay, I think I tried to keep the time. So I don't know whether we have any questions And I don't know whether CSM is also online, because I know that we're supposed to do something after that. Do we have any questions I could take? If not, get back to the person that invited you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so Kelechi, are you there, or is CSM there? Can we close the meeting? Okay. All right, so if we don't have any question this evening, we're going to call it a day. I know that today is Sunday and you've all of us have had a long day. Okay, somebody has a question, please. Well, thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Somebody said it's forever in affiliate marketing. Well, not necessarily. Forever works with you as an individual, and then you decide what you do. We don't like kind of when you say affiliate marketing, I wouldn't really say where that. Okay, you join the business and you become your own business owner. It's like you own your own pocket of business in connection with the company, and then you decide what to do. But not that forever actually I say gives out the business. It's not a third-party marketing model. I don't know how to describe what I'm trying to say. Okay, it doesn't give a third party to publish or promote or have merchants that do that. We are the marketers. We're the billboards that the company is using. All their adverts are done through us. We go out there and people see us and they want to be a part of the business. All right, so that's it. So we don't have affiliate markets. Okay, somebody else has a question. Deborah. Deborah, go ahead. Okay, can you type your question? So I hope he answered your question about affiliate marketing. We don't have any third party that the company pays to promote their business or anything like that. I don't. I think that's what you mean by affiliate marketing. Yeah, it's not affiliate, right? Where it's a whole different ball game altogether. Deborah, I don't know. Okay, can we unmute her? Because hi, Josephine. Good to see you. Thank you. Deborah, can you unmute yourself? I don't know. Let me. Or you can send it. Okay. All right, please go ahead.
Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you.
I say, what does it take to get started?
Oh, thank you. I love that question. All right. What it takes to get started is you fill out an application form, get the ID, and then make a purchase. You're the one that decides what you want to be a part of. If you want to build a business and you want to just go head on, we have what we call the start your journey pack is highly subsidized. Instead of what we call 2K's credit that should cost you like 580,000, the start your journey costs 384,000, and then that gives you an ID, and that your ID can be activated in different countries all over the world, and you have started right. But we know that some people don't have that amount to start. So the company also has people that can start with 30, 50, but they have to build it up within 2 months to really be able to kick off. So if you can start with that 384, that's the best way to start. But registration is free. You're simply getting products that you can promote. Now, but I also want to say this. For some people, they don't have the money. I also say that should not stop you from starting. Once you get an ID, you can do what we call product modeling. There are people that, once they start, they don't have the money, but they can pick maybe our Forever Kids, something, and model it. That's the beauty of social media. You can actually take products, model on social media, and start getting people requesting for those products. So you can start your business with other people's money, should you not have. But if you have, please, like I said, there's no risk involved. So that's the amount. Somebody else is asking, which of our skincare do you use? Maria. Which of our skincare? All right. I used to use our well, I say Soya skincare collection. Then I moved to Infinite. But right now I'm using the Soya skincare system. I use the illuminating gel, R3 factor. I mix them. Okay. I use our avocado soap, and then I use the aloe liquid soap. That's my facial. I do that, then I do masking once in a while. I'm not so whatever about it. But the Soya skin system is fantastic. It has sunscreen. It's amazing on your skin. Then Lycium Plus is very good to enhance your color absorbency and omega-3. All right. What's your question, Ismaila? I don't know how many questions we can take. Let me check. Sorry. I'm trying to check. Okay. Said, my question is, how do one cope with advertising these products when your location seems to be a limiting factor? Okay. So I like that. You know, that's why now I said, if you're already part of the business, please join our Power Hour on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. There you will learn how to prospect online, cold market, so that you're not limited by your location. You know, we're limited by our location when we're trying to build the analog system, okay? But now with social media, you can learn how to prospect people that you didn't even. I'm also learning, and I'm seeing that it's working. So please try and join us on Monday, join on Tuesday, join on Thursday, or try anyone you can. There you start learning how to prospect outside your location. Okay, because sometimes it's when the people in your location see that you're doing well minus them, then they come back and want to know what you're doing. All right, I think that's about it for this today. I'm not seeing any other question. So thank you again for being a wonderful audience. Please, everyone that joined for the first time, please go back to the person that invited you and join us. We're excited to have you. Good night, everyone. Take care.